go to classwork. You're going to click on the red exclamation point where it says font styles. Open this Google document. I'm going to scroll down. You can read all that if you want. I'm going to highlight all of this. And Command C is copy. And then go into Illustrator. Create a letter size document. Click with the type tool here. Click there. You're going to get a lorem ipsum. Command V while it's highlighted, and that will paste. That's Command V as in Victor. Okay, so now I'm going back to the internet. I'm going to open a new tab and type in dafont, dafont.com. And the themes are all the fonts in this box. I'm just going to click on one theme. It doesn't really matter. Cartoon, just so that I can get this dialog box up. So the first word, if I go back to my Illustrator document, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Right now everything is highlighted. You're going to change one of these words in each line, so happy or sad. So I'm going to do happy, so I'm going to delete or sad, and I'm going to change this to a font that I find and download from dafont. So how do you do that? So let's type in the word happy and click submit. And look at that, all the fonts show me the word happy in all these different font styles. The one thing you want to make sure is that these are free fonts. So something you could do is click on more options and click on public domain, 100% free. And that will only give you free fonts that you'll be able to download without having to spend money. Okay, so for the word happy, I'm going to look at curly. I find curly fonts that tend to be happy. You can choose wherever, and I'm just going to randomly click on a different page because I've already looked through some of these. And this one feels kind of happy. So this is Lick Curl, so I'm going to download over here. And I get this little dialog box. If you don't get this on your computer, go to Finder and click on Downloads. And I'm going to scroll to the top here where it says today. And I can double click after I highlight that. And that will show me this file that'll have a .ttf or OTF. These .otfs, these are all fonts. So I'm going to double click, and I'm going to remember the name, Lick Curl, and click Install Font. Problems, let's see what happens. I'm going to click on this anyway and just say Install Checked. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to find a different font. But what was the name of that again? Lick Curl. So let's go back to Illustrator. And while this is highlighted, let's see in my type, my fonts. Actually, I like to do, oh, sorry, my computer's confusing. Okay, let me highlight that again, sorry. Command T will show me my character box. So if I highlight that and type in lick, oh, L-I-C-K, there it is, Lick Curl, and then there it is. So right now the font is like super small. So what I'm going to do is Command A, select all of this, and I can either arrow up. I just want it to be a little bit bigger. That's at least 22. So now that's my happy font. So that's done. So maybe I will now go to modern is the next word I want to do. So I'm going to delete old fashioned. You can choose one or the other. So when I highlight modern, I'm going to go back to dafont. And modern might actually be easy because that's already a category. So I'm going to type the word modern and submit. And I actually don't see that as modern. Modern to me is very simple. That's my own take on it. So I'm going to actually go to a sans serif. I find sans serif fonts to be way more modern. My computer's slow. See, this to me is a lot more modern. Simple. That's just me though. You might read it differently. So again, I'm going to click download. If it does come up here, ooh, that's cool, Vedica. I actually like this font. I'm surprised I don't already have it in my computer. Now there's a couple different ones that are compressed, condensed. I want to actually install all of these. So I'm going to hold the shift key while that's selected and click and highlight all of them and then double click so I can install all of them at once. So now when I go to my Illustrator document, while this is highlighted, I'm going to go back to highlight that, Command T, cool. So now when I type in the word cool, I get all these different, you can see what they look like. So the word modern to me, I think that's pretty modern. And that's it. So you're going to go through all of these and you're going to delete one, and you're trying to communicate the feeling of the word by finding a font that communicates that. The very last thing I want you to do is the word Paula and eclectic, and you have to find these two fonts, Evo Gria and Bibas Nue, and make this Evo Gria and this Bibas. That is for an upcoming. But basically, you are creating this in Illustrator. When you're done, go to File. Make sure, first of all, always save your work. So first I'm going to save this to my computer, not the Creative Cloud. And I'm going to title this font Styles. There's Styles. And onto my desktop. Save that. So that's my Illustrator document, and all of this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just say okay. Now you're going to go to File when you're done, Export, Export As, and save this as a JPEG to my desktop. Export. Okay. All of this is fine. Actually, let me go back. I'm going to show you something. Sorry. Export as. Sorry, here comes my dog. I'm going to click export. I'm going to replace it, but always make sure the resolution is 300. 72 ppi is like if you want to do something teeny tiny that's going to show up on phones. High is that when I print it, I'm not going to have pixelated edges. And we'll talk a little bit more later on pixelization. So now when I close all of this, let me close all my windows. I'm going to go back to classwork. You want to upload the JPEG when you're done. So you're going to upload this JPEG document, not the .ai. So I'm not done yet, but this is just showing you what document you're going to turn in. And that is it.